very good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you joining us today. It's such a gift to gather in this evening, morning, in this beautiful space together across borders and time zones. But we all are united by a shared belief in the power of play to bring us closure. And thank you for being here. And today's Tradition Transform session carries a theme close to many of our hearts, from bullying to belonging, celebrating diversity through play. Together, we'll explore how play can help create safer, more inclusive spaces where everyone feels welcomed, respected, and valued. Through stories, reflection, and dialogue, we'll discover practical ways to support belonging, including for LGBTQ plus children and individuals through the power of play. And I am very delighted to introduce our resource person, facilitator, who will be guiding us through it today. Francisco Leon Silva is an illustrator and graphic designer who holds a master's degree in design and visual communication from the National Autonomous University of Mexico. He also a professor in teaching in the field of visual communication and illustration. Through his visual work, he champions the values of inclusion, collaboration, and collective care. Francisco's journey with Play for Peace goes back to 2013 when he first joined us through the United Nations volunteer program, designing visual materials. Over time, he stepped into facilitating games and play. And in 2017, he helped open the very first Play for Peace Mexico club, leading activities and play sessions for 4 years. And this year is very unique because in 2026, we are so glad to welcome Francisco as one of our Global Council leader, bringing his gifts even closer into the heart of our community. His purpose is to reconnect with our global community, to share cultures, and to find inspiration in how play and joy can serve his local community and the wider world. We are so lucky to have him with us today. And Francisco, thank you so much for offering this session. Beyond that, designing it with so much of care and love. And now the space is yours. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm so excited, and thank you so much, Sinthuja, for all the words, all this kind of and so warming welcoming. Um, I'm from Mexico City, so my Spanish is my first language, so English is my second. So I will do my best for you. And if you feel that I am lost in my English, please raise your hand and say, I don't understand anything. But trust me, I will do my best for you. And as Sinthuja said at the beginning, it's amazing how Play for Peace cross distance, cross borders, and of course, cross languages. So today we are going to talk about diversity, but specifically in the game fields, in the game at the time that we are playing, because diversity is actually there. So I think it's time to start with the presentation. We create a presentation for all of you with love, respect, and thinking in the best way that we could talk about diversity since the heart, since the compassion, and of course, since the respect. Sometimes talking about these topics, it doesn't need to be kind of weird because diversity is in our daily, in our lives. So it has to be normal and it has to be necessary to talk about in these spaces. So let me start with our presentation. Topic of today is from bullying to belonging. As Sinthuja said, we need to change the narrative. We need to change the point of view to celebrate diversity through the play. And once again, thank you all for joining and being part of this meeting. It means a great deal to me to know that we can talk about these topics in a safe space like Play for Peace. Um, Whenever we have opportunities like this, I think we should to embrace them because diversity is present in every aspects of life. Is present in different fields like sports, um, like like politics, like culture, but of course is present in the field of art and in the field of the game. So it's important that we could talk in these spaces. We have different sections for you, and the first section that we want to talk is about some stories from my childhood. Um, Maybe just to put in context and start from that. So could we go to the other slide, please, Sinthuja? And in this part, um, let's move into the world of play, and we could explore how to play for peace has made an impact in on these issues and has helped LGBT people like me to find hope, peace, of course, inclusion, and above all, happiness. Play was often the first place where LGBT children could imagine being themselves, but sometimes could be different. Some learn to hide parts of themselves even during the play, and that's true. That happens to me. I like to share my perspective today, but it's not as a victimhood or a sad story. I mean, I want to share in the story. On the contrary, I want to speak from the memory without guilt, without blame or resentment. Resilience certainly helps, but what has helped me the most is finding community, being surrounded by people who support one another, remind us that we are not alone and that we can move forward together. When I was a child, I remember having a beautiful and joyful and creative childhood, trust me. But however, there were also moments when things were not so easy, especially at school or in groups with children when we play together. It's incredible how a single word as play can bring so much joy and so much excitement, but at the same time, trust me, creates so much fear. It was often the first space where LGBT children could imagine being themselves, but sometimes, trust me, it could be different. Some learn to hide parts of themselves even during the play. And I want to talk since my story from here. Um, for me, it was difficult knowing that as soon as a game began, the bullying could start as well. Sometimes it even happened before the game started, when teams were being chosen most of the time. Trust me, I was the boy nobody wanted to be on their team because I was considered, weak or strange. And the truth, it's that my personality didn't fit the expectations people had for boys. It's important to mention that in Latin America, gender roles are still deeply rooted. In Mexico, for example, machismo continues to have a strong influence. Um, because of that, it was often looked upon if a boy preferred drawing instead of playing soccer or other physical activities. For example, I love to play with dolls or puppets, or I enjoy to watching cartoons or Disney movies. And for others, that was kind of weird. Like, why is that boy looking that cartoons or playing that games, right? So we as a children, as a LGBT children, exist. It's true. It's so important. Do not question our existence. In this way, play provide freedom. Before they had the language to describe their identities, even gender norms, because frequently shaped who was allowed to play certain roles. Um, the freedom to play without judgment has a lasting positive impact. When I was talking with Sinthuja about this session, we explored some memories, and as I told her, um, it's important to understand as a child that moments for everyone could be normal or could be so laughing, but for a LGBT guy or children could means a lot. Even could means like nervous or stress. And when we arrived at Play for Peace, it was amazing that that doesn't happen. I mean, that didn't happen. We used to have a club here in Mexico, and many guys were from the LGBT community, as me. And the first time I said with all these guys is, "Hey, I'm Francisco. My pronouns is him, he, and let's play and let's enjoy." And with that quote, the people from LGBT community, they started to feel more freedom because they thought that, oh, I'm here in space safe. And we had some other pictures about our activities in the schools, especially with kids. Could be a little bit more difficult to talk about with these topics because government and society sometimes feels a little bit of scare about that. But as a play, we start to create some spaces and some ideas and some scenarios that even if we don't say the word LGBT, the guys feel confident or the guys feel recognized and included. So for for understanding more these topics, uh, we need to understand the game as a window, as opportunity. Childhood games often reflect experience of diversity and difference. Play help LGBT plus children imagine futures where they could belong. Because you could imagine that, well, we are not humans, now we are flowers, or we are not humans, we are animals. And that narrative immediately destroy our borders and destroy the models of gender, and people could free freedom. That's a little activity or a little act that, trust me, create a big impact. So for now, for as part of this section, as part of this topic, we have created a couple of activities, okay? And we could start to play because the best way to understand how to play impact in these people as me is to play. So based in all these memories and all these experiences, we could start to play. Um, we are going to play the first activity, which is called, or we will name this activity Cartoons Says. cartoons present or cartoons, yeah, cartoons present. This activity is a traditional game in Mexico where someone says cartoons present and then begins giving instructions about what words to say according to a category while we are clapping our hands and patting their legs in a rhythm. So please, everybody, I ask you very gentle to start to clap, like in this way. And at the same time, we could start to say, cartoon says, cartoon presents, cartoon says. Um, and the facilitator um, is the one who start with these words. Cartoon says, cartoon presents. If we are physical, reunited, we could sit in a circle, but we are in the virtual world. So we could play in the next way. I will be the first to start to say cartoon say, and I will select a topic. For example, no, cartoons say, please name all the things that a boy or a girl can also do. For example, um, also do different that the gender roles said. For example, a boy can cry, a girl can play soccer, a boy can play with dolls. Okay, but I will say just one. For example, in my turn, I could say a boy can cry. So Sinthuja, you're the next. You have to clap as well and pass to the other your idea. Okay, that will be the instruction. So everybody start to clap. And okay, I will start. Cartoons present, cartoons said, things that a boy or a girl can also do. For example, a boy can cry. Sinthuja,
A boy can make chapati. Urvika.
Boy can clean his house. Oh, I have to speak some way. Dipali.
Vale.
Uh, can I say a girl can also do, right? A girl can drive.
Yeah, girls or boys, or not gender binary, non gender or binary, that's okay.
Right, yeah. A boy can drive a
Okay.
car.
Who is the next that Italy is next?
Vardhan can add. Vardhan.
Yeah. A boy can clean the house.
Okay. Or we can say something right, right? Similar.
And I have to nominate the next person, right?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So, Isa. I will nominate Isa. Isa, you are on mute, I think.
Yeah, Isa is mute. Could you turn on your microphone, Isa? We can hear you, Isa. Okay,
A
thank
boy
you.
can cook. Yeah, a boy can cook.
A boy can
Cook.
cook. Exactly. Who is the next, Isa?
Sinthuja.
Uh, we already told. So Eric.
Yes, a boy can swim.
Yeah, exactly.
To Sidesh.
Hello. The boy can do their own dishes and for their family as well.
Exactly. Who was the next?
And I need to nominate someone who has not gone yet. I think Eric Lakshmi. I'm
Lakshmi.
nominating Lakshmi.
Yeah.
Okay,
A girl can go and purchase things.
perfect. Yeah. Who wants to keep participating like me?
Urvika?
Ulrika, okay,
A boy can be artistic.
perfect. Yes, exactly.
Eric, would you want to go next?
A boy can go to school like a girl.
Okay. And who is the next, Eric? Maybe that you want to.
Maybe any volunteer because I'm seeing everybody has spoken.
Okay,
A boy can take care of his siblings.
absolutely. And I have another one. A girl can use pants and a boy can use
Nominate.
skirts. Sometimes it's difficult by religion or by culture, but maybe it's not allowed by laws. But in some societies, uh, most of the time it could be normal. But yeah, it's complicated about fashion, clothes, and gender. And someone could share something about this game. We could finish here the first activity, and we could talk a little bit about these gender roles, um, because the objective of this activity is just that. I mean, to change gender roles and expectations imposed on children. In Latin America, these roles often enforced very strongly. Trust me, helping children understand that there are many ways of being boy or girl. Um, it allows them to realize that there's nothing wrong with them. They may feel inspired to know that they are not strange or different. Even if they are different, of course, that is perfectly okay. During my childhood, being a different kind of boy, a queer boy, a gay boy, made me target of criticism and testing because I didn't not fit in the expectations. Um, but yeah, I am still enjoying the way we are. So excellent. Our Isa has the hands raised. So go ahead, Isa.
Yeah, I would like to share something here in this group or this meeting. So, according to my area where we are living, we are living in a Kakuma Refugee Camp here in Kenya. And in Kakuma Refugee Camp, we are multinational, and by which each country here in the camp has more than 50 tribes and languages and culture. This game has teached us something or me something because we do play with the children from different background, different culture, and here there is some culture. Works are just categorized by gender, like only female or girls are able to wash clothes, cook, look for firewood, or do something. It's like that. Works are categorized. So by this game, it can also change the children mind uh, or our children here to expect that for whatever girls are doing, also they are able to do it, like cooking, wash clothes, go purchasing some tools like that. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Isa, for your words. Exactly. There are many cultures, even my culture in Latin America. We have categorized by general only female and male, and that is very difficult because um, the other genders and the other diversity is not a new thing. It's in the whole history, but our culture is just allowed this and this, and now they are third gender, but it's complicated, especially in communities that they have been more like they have structures so strong, and it's difficult to talk. But during this game, we could change a little bit, or at least we could questions or make questions like, what if, what happened if I didn't know that, but sounds rare or weird, and that's a powerful thing. Start to make questions. It's a very good beginning. Thank you so much, Isa, for your words. And let's go for another activity to have more fun and learn about this. The other activity that we have for this section, we call Me Too. Okay, like the movement Me Too, to empower women and to recognize some abuse in women, but it happens similar in LGBT community. But compassion is the key for this activity, and the empathy and compassion. When people realized that I was considered a different person, they often keep their distance and set limits how they relate or connect with me. No one, as I told you guys, no one want to pick the guy kid for their team or the weak guy for their team. I wish there had been a space that allowed me to connect with others, knowing that we had other things in common. And that's the goal of this activity. The activity, as we said, is called Me Too. And this activity, someone, the facilitator, shares something they have done or felt. If the other participants have also experienced it, they raise their hand and say, Me too. The purpose of this activity, as we share, is to help children feel that they are not alone. Having a different sexual orientation, preference, or gender identity doesn't not make them strange or different. Beyond that, there are many things that make us similar to everyone else. This helps break down barriers that are often imposed on LGBT people simply because of who they are. For example, I will start as the facilitator, and then we could keep playing. For example, this is the first quote. I love to watch historic movies. So if someone said, yeah, me too, please raise your hand, and that will be the next facilitator, okay? So there's once again, Francisco, I love to watch historic movies. Who else?
Me too.
Me too.
Okay, me too. So Bardhan, it's correct. So it's your
Yes,
turn.
Vardhan. Yeah.
Bardhan, okay, it's your turn.
I love to watch plays.
Hey.
Theater or plays.
Okay, theater. Okay, who else? No one?
Me too.
Me too, okay. Okay, who said me too?
Sudesh.
Okay.
Okay, Tadish. So, it's your turn.
Yeah. I like to watch women TV shows.
Romance TV shows, women TV shows.
The women TV shows.
Okay, me too. For example, Ulrika says me too as well.
Okay, my turn now. I love to be out in the nature.
Me too. Me too.
Isa or Bardhan say the same.
Yeah. I like to play with children in Sinthuja.
Me too. Me too.
Me too.
So I think Isa said in Sinthuja, maybe
Yeah.
it's your turn.
I love to dance.
Okay, me too. Me too. Me too. Me too.
Me too.
Me too. I love to I love dragons. I love dragons and castles and trolls. Fairy tales.
Me too.
Okay, who says me too?
It's
Urvika.
me, Diwali.
Deepali.
Oh,
Deepali.
Yeah. I love to go hiking.
Hiking. Yeah.
Me too.
Me too. Me too. Me too. Urvika
Me
or
too.
I have to think. Does anybody want to go instead right now?
Bardhan says me too as well.
Yeah. I love to jump.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Urvika.
Me too.
Santhuja, deeply, Deepali. Who wants to be the next?
I like to sing.
Who? Okay, to sing. Okay. Me too as well.
Me
Well,
too.
I love, but I'm not so good singing. Eric said me too.
Me too. I love watching soccer. Currently, we have World Cup going on.
Especially right now, right? In the World Cup. Here in Mexico, we are the hosting, so it's craziness here in Mexico.
Yes, I can imagine the noise if you are
Exactly.
next to the beach.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. So please clap for everyone. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Amazing, amazing participating, amazing words, amazing stories. So let's go our second session because we have more for you. And it's lovely the way we are connected. I'm really feel so supported by you. And I wish during my childhood we could find some spaces like this. Trust me, it's amazing, and it's so impact how we could change the reality for our children in that moment. So let's go for the second part of our presentation. And now it's turn to show some of our fellows here in Mexico. They were part of our club, and I say they were part because the club is kind of sleeping right now. The club is waiting to come back again because for 3 years these fellows, my friends, they were they were members of Mexico Club, and they were LGBT. They LGBT people, and there is some testimonies. For example, uh, Edgar feel that Play for Peace has been a great place to feel seen, respect, and include. I will show some pictures about our activities. These activities was especially during June, the Pride Month. We create like a session game, but at the same time, we share food, we share thoughts, we have kind of a karaoke activity. This was 3 years ago, And Play for Peace was very, very present in our university because it was inside a university where I belong and where I work for them. And the guys was so excited to create this activity. Some of the participants were from the club, and other ones they were invited for others, like a connection. And that's the way we create networks. We have more pictures of this event. Actually, we have an activity to talk more about this this event. And the other picture that you are watching is about the session that we have during it was during June, the first days of June of this year, with another organization here in Mexico. This organization is called House of Dolls. It's an organization for transgender people, and I used to participate in this organization. And for June of this year, we decided to create something together, and we have fun a lot. We have too much laughing, too much compassion, and we play for 1 hour, and there was so fun and so crazy. I love to play with my fellows, with my sisters, and there is the activities that we create here in Mexico, and it's amazing how these girls, how these sisters start to play. And I want to share some memories about this, very, very short, because it was so emotional and so deeply how we connect with my sisters and my fellows in the in these activities. They are facing so many contexts of violence, of drugs, or homeless situation. And once they start to play, it's amazing how they forget for a little while, for a moment, maybe for a minute or for a second, but they forget the context, or at least they feel motivated to play, because for these activities they were connected between theirs, and they support each other. Especially with this activity, let me go back for this. They built a bridge to rescue another girl that was in another island. This game, 5 years ago, or no, 8 years ago, Sarah came here to Mexico to train me as a club. And this game here in Mexico is one of our goals, is one of the favorites, because include adventure, include activity, include collaboration. And these girls, when they were playing, they support each other. It was amazing at the end. There were like 5 minutes left for the activity finish, and they start to scream each other like, "We can do it! We can do it! We can do it!" It was so excited, and a lot of emotional moments for these activities. So there's another pictures and more testimonies of our fellows here in Mexico. Rogelio was part of our club. He is a trans boy, and for many times He was so shy. He didn't talk too much. But during the play, oh my God, he started to talk with everyone. He found space where he could feel himself and he felt so valued. This is the testimony if you want to read. And he was so happy to be part of Play for Peace. We have another testimony of Ariel. Ariel was part of Play for Peace as well. Now he's working. He finished the stories, and he loves to make up himself. And when he arrived to Play for Peace, of course, nobody asked him about his identity. I mean, in the positive way, we started to celebrate the way he was make up. Like, hey, your eyes look so amazing. Your lips look so beautiful. So it was part of the support that when he want to share with them. And we have another testimony of Luisa. Luisa is actually nowadays is the coordinator of Casa Muñecas Tiresias, House of Doll, the organization that we played the very beginnings of June. And she was at the same mood. She was so happy and so emotional and so excited to allow Play for Peace to play with the sisters. And she explained me that she feels free, she feels so safe and empowered to play with all the sisters. And there's another testimony of Maritza. Maritza is part of our club. It's supposed that she could be in our session today, but he's working right now, and she couldn't assist. But at the end in the other section, we could talk about Marisa, because our sister has a very, very emotional and very strong story that she allowed to me to share with you, because she couldn't assist today, but we could talk about her a little bit more late. And we have another activity to play for now. This activity is called People of Colors. This activity is so fun because we will move, we will create movements in our home, in our place. And People of Colors, what is about People of Colors? Okay, let me explain a little bit more of this activity. I am finding the instructions to be more clear and do not confuse you. Wait. Okay, there you go. For this activity, People of Colors, we will follow this board, this chart. And if you see, each color has a movement assigned. For example, for green people, the first thing is, if you were a color, which color do you think you could be? For example, I love the green color, and I think I am a green people. I'm a green boy. So if you were a color, what color you could be? And for example, if I am a green people, it says, raise your hands and wave them from side to side. So I am doing this movement because I am a green people. I'm a green boy. If you are a blue people, please make twinkle stars with your hands. If you think that you're a purple people, move your head from side to side. If you're a pink people, clap your hands. If you are an orange people, touch your shoulders and make circles. Or if you're a yellow people, touch your eyes and cover and discover, cover and uncover, okay? And if you are other color that is not presented in this chart, feel free to say, yeah, I'm a brown people, or I'm a white people, or a very purple people, or other color or different color, and feel free to create a movement. So let's start to doing at the same time. Everybody, please choose your color and start to doing your movements. For example, I'm green people, so I am doing this. So this is the first part of activity. Recognize what kind of color are you. And then let's start with the activity. Well, okay, so I think time is, we have 5 minutes left. It's correct, right? To finish the activity, the whole session. Okay, these activities, by the way, will be on Kikori. So you could play in another time with these activities. And we could go to the end of our session to improve and to finish our goals, or to achieve our goals. Section 3 is about Marisa. Marisa, she couldn't assist today, but just a little bit. Marisa started Play for Peace in 2023. She holds a bachelor's degree in international relations. Nowadays, she works as a professor in a university, and she has a big heart and a very kind personality. She has a very strong story. She faced a lot of bullying in the university. She has a bad time for at least 6 months, and I was supporting her, and I invite her to Play for Peace, and Play for Peace helped her to empower herself. And now for our last activity, we want to create a guidelines or agreements for protecting and supporting LGBT children during the play. We could start from this, and if you have ideas or other similar ideas or different ideas, please type on the chat, and we will type on the. We have a mood board, but for the time, it will be just amazing that you share your ideas or your thoughts in the chat. For example, we could start from this. Respect every child's self-expressions during play. Allow children to choose roles, characters, and activities freely. Avoid assigning games, toys, or roles based on gender. Challenge stereotypes when they appear during the play. And for sure, and of course, respect children's chosen names and pronouns. I think the best way to respect pronouns is to refer other people by his name or her name or their name. If I say my name is Francisco, refer Francisco all the time, because in that way you could create a safe space. So what other things do you think it could help to protect and support LGBT children? In your experience, what do you do, or what do you think it could help a lot? You could share your ideas by the chat here in the Zoom, and we promise we will share these collaborative agreements, because it helps a lot. It will be a very, very helpful tool. And yeah, we will share after this activity during the week, or maybe the next week, because I think it's a good tool for all, and especially for LGBT community. Well, so far it's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for all your participation and your kind words. Eric has raised hands up, so please, Eric.
Okay, thanks so much, Francisco, for sharing this. Mine is, I'm kind of wondering, maybe for you, you have been interacting with the HTTP for some time. Maybe if you can be able to give us what is their fears, because this varies from context to context. Because right now in Africa, you find some of them they fear to come out because of the bullying and the likes. Maybe from your experience and the way we have been helping other people out there to come out and to really accept their what they are, what has been the fears and how have they been able to overcome. Maybe this will be able to enlighten us who are working other parts of the continent, so that we can be able to use that as a tool to maybe to be ambassadors for other people who are fearing either to come out, or maybe because I'm hearing that there are some contexts that cannot talk of LGTB, and which they have said that it's not something which needs to be maybe to come out. So there may be some context it might work, others might not work. So from your experience, what were the key fears and how were they able maybe to really come out to the context? And maybe if they came out, there was one thing that maybe the first day that this person realized that they say a lesbian, I'm a gay, or maybe I'm transgender. That first day of experience of coming out to the community. Over to you. Otherwise, thanks so much for coming over.
Oh, thank you, Eric, for your words and your question. It's complicated because even here in Mexico, we have context that it's impossible to talk about LGBT topics. For example, the communities inside the mountain or indigenous people community, it's so complicated. Original native people here in Mexico, it's complicated about these topics. And the only thing that I has facing or I can share with you is the LGBT people, including me, sometimes we feel alone or we feel like we are totally different. If you can talk about these topics by the context, the only thing I recommend you is feel, include the other people. It's like, okay, it's complicated to talk about this, but you are not alone. I want to share with you. I want to stay with you. I will support you. It doesn't matter if you are gay, lesbian, transgender. If you can talk about this, just feel beside him or her, and trust me, it helps a lot. If you feel that you are not alone and you are supporting you by other things, it helps a lot. Many people, they didn't come out. They didn't because laws, because family, because context, because violence, and all the time they're in the closet, and it's okay. Closet, in another reality, closet doesn't exist, but in the reality, closet is a safe space for many people, and you could stay in the closet. But if you say to someone, I know that you maybe have something to tell, I respect your silence. If you don't want to share that, don't worry. I want to let you know that you are not alone and you have a great value. So let's play, let's go together. And trust me, that helps a lot. That helps a lot.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Eric. And I will share, and we will share with Sinthuja and Sarah for all of you these collaborative agreements and some tips and some suggestions to play with people, LGBT community, because I'm part of the community. And from my experience and from other experience, we could create this collaborative board for agreements and advices for protecting and supporting LGBT community. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your words. I really, really feel that we connect beyond boundaries, beyond borders, beyond languages, beyond thoughts, and it's amazing. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for everyone, and have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and let's stay in contact. It was a